Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
To some, this is just a ball. To Iowa Farm Bureau, it's much more. It's opportunity for small-town kids to make it big. It's our youth, our community leaders, our past, our future. It's hopes and dreams, passion and pride. To Iowa Farm Bureau, this is the reason we work so hard. This is Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau. People, progress, and pride.
Good morning and welcome to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines for the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. It's Class 2A semifinals today, and then we head into the championships tonight. But first of all, we've got Dike-New, Hartford, and West Branch taking on each other here in the one semifinal. The Wolverines at 24-0, West Branch at 21-1, getting ready to face Maquoketa Valley, which won a 2-point ball game. Came right down to the wire. Jamie Steyer. We've seen a lot of this. We talked about this, especially in these 2A, 1A classes. The teams are so close together and so competitive in all these ball games.
Yeah, it's been really, really a blast to be able to watch these teams face off. Such incredible effort. Like you mentioned, the last game, or the first game this morning, really came down to the wire. A really, really great push there at the end. But obviously, all the credit there to Maquoketa Valley ending up there. Really excited about this game today. I think that both of these teams have a lot of upside. We've got some big girls in there. We've got some girls who can shoot it. After getting to call the West Branch versus Grundy Center game earlier this week, I am absolutely thrilled to be able to watch them face off against Dike-New Hartford today.
Well, let's take a look at the road to the championship here for these two teams. Dike-New Hartford, as you said, 3 players in double figures in the quarterfinal win over Trainer. And then West Branch, they defeated Grundy Center, and that was a good ball game there, as you mentioned. And both these teams come in here averaging, about 59 points each offensively. So it's going to come down probably to defensively what they're able to do here. And we saw Dike outscored Trainer 24-8 in the paint there. So a lot of things appears to be on paper anyway, a pretty good matchup.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things that I think are going to be some good matchups. I think we're looking at a really good post matchup there between Peterson and Lenekis. I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for those good three-point shooters to find some shots off of that. There will be potentially a lot of scoring happening today.
All right. We take a little bit more of a look at it here with our Seeds for Success, Kruger Seeds for Success coming up. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad. He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's Pizza. Score another for just $5.99. Casey's for the win.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Time now to talk about the Kruger Seeds for Success, our keys to the game today. Jamie Steyer here alongside Dar Danielson, and you had a chance to talk to the 2 coaches here. Let's talk a little bit about the Seeds for Success. Let's go with, want to go the lower seed first? Yeah, we'll do that with West Branch, the number 3 seed here.
Yeah, I really can't thank the coaching staff enough for being so willing to shoot me some emails with the COVID protocols this year. Always kind of tough to catch them in person. But Coach Jared Tiley told me that their keys today are handling the pressure. Dike-New Hartford is definitely a great defensive team, going to be putting a lot of pressure on them, especially there in the half courts. They're going to have to do that, limit their turnovers accordingly. Definitely going to have to crash the glass as well. Obviously, we know about Delaney Lenekis, their 6'2 post, but Dike-New Hartford, for their part, has a little bit more height in their starting lineup with Ellery Knock at 6 foot, Paula Gonzalez at 5'11", and Peyton Peterson at 5'10". So more all-around height.
Yeah, let's look at their keys to success then for Dike-New Hartford, as Randy does the magic here.
And Dike-New Hartford coach Bruce Dahl told me they're going to have to contain Koenig. Sasha Koenig obviously been an incredible performer for West Branch all season, and last game is no exception. Really great score, 21 points, but also creates with her teammates, had 7 assists, 5 steals in their last game. And then they're going to have to be active on offense. He told me that Peterson's really good with putbacks, moving around, but she's going to have to be able to move and be agile in the paint to open up those driving lanes for the guards.
Those are your Kruger Seeds for Success, brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. We'll take a break, come back. We'll have starting lineups and ready to get this 2A semifinal underway here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
It guides me home. I got it. You're my
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Fans, the Iowa Bankers Association is proud to help students reach their goals, both financially and educationally. That's why they're honored to provide 5 student athletes for this year's tournament with $1,000 scholarships. Follow their Facebook page, facebook.com/Iowa Bankers, to see the winners. As we are just about ready for starting lineups here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer. Maquoketa Valley won the opening game today in the 2A. It came down to the final seconds, and Nottoway had a chance to get a shot off, couldn't quite get it off before the buzzer, but a real tight one, Jamie.
Yeah, really great effort for them to get back into that game. We're trailing for a significant portion of the second half. So really a great game there, and I think that this one will be just as good.
Now time to introduce the players in today's semifinal matchup. I jumped ahead of myself, fans. I apologize. Fans, welcome to today's 2021 Girls State Basketball Semifinal Matchup featuring the West Branch Bears and the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines.
The score of any game may be forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you in the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Now it's time to introduce the players in today's semifinal matchup. First, the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Bears. Number 0, Sadie Smith. Number 4, Madison Hovensick. Number 5, Abby Westcott. Number 12, Allie Klinkhammer. Number 14, Savannah Sexton. Number 22, Addie Wade. Number 23, Lexi Klinkhammer. Number 32, Avery Schultes. Number 40, Allie Lashansky. Number 44, Kylie Pickett. And number 54, Bailey Donahoe. The assistant coaches for the Bears are Rick Sexton, Brad Koenig, Tony Luneskis, and Marcelina Marvelli. And now it's time to meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Wolverines. Number 3, Jaden Peterson. Number 5, Addie Sohn. Number 11, Camille Landfair. Number 15, Marin Bixby. Number 31, Whitney Waters. Number 35, Madeline Norton. Number 45, Taylor Haynes. Number 53, Abby Sohn. And number 55, Taya Curtis. The assistant coaches for the Bears. For the Wolverines, Matt Dove, Amber Geringer, and Ashley Benninga. And now let's meet your starters for both teams. First, for the Bears, a 5'6" senior, number 1, Lexi Peak. For the Wolverines, a 6' sophomore, number 13, Ellery Knock. For the Bears, a 5'5" senior, number 2, Sasha Koenig. For the Wolverines, a 5'3" junior, number 21, Taylor Kawali. For the Bears, a 6'2" junior, number 3, Delaney Luneskis. For the Wolverines, a 5'11" senior, Paula Gonzalez. For the Bears, a 5'7" senior, number 10, Rylan Dricker. For the Wolverines, a 5'10" freshman, number 25, Peyton Peterson. For the Bears, a 5'7" senior, number 24, Taya Young. And for the Wolverines, a 5'6" junior, number 33, Sophia Hoffman. Head coach for the Bears is Jared Tiley. And for the Wolverines, Bruce Dahl. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the area in front of the scorer's table for the introductions of our officials for today's game, as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Royce Raniger, Jason Slaughter, and Jody Walinga.
And we are ready for basketball. 2A semifinal to set up the title matchup Saturday, tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Maquoketa Valley is in. Dike-New Hartford, West Branch will battle it out here to see who will meet them in the title matchup. Delaney Lunescus will face Ellery Knock in the center circle as we're set to go. Tap back, the Wolverines control it. Hoffman brings it up. Up top to Gonzalez, looks down low, trying to post down there. And coming in from the backside, and it went just
barely on the line there.
Yeah. It's a little man-to-man, but she snuck in behind her to poke it away.
I mean, we already know that she is a little bit sneaky there on defense.
Here comes Hoffman. Gets it down low, up and in and out. No good for Peyton Peterson.
First of many post touches I'm anticipating today.
Here comes West Branch. Up top with it. Left wing is Koenig. Into the elbow, spins around, finds herself open, then bounce passes it down low, and it's tied up there, and that'll stay with West Branch.
Extending the pressure a little bit early as Dike-New Hartford there, not letting any open looks from outside, really picking up outside the NBA line there.
The West Branch will inbound under their own basket. They set up that line there along the free throw line. Trying to get the post feet down low, but Lunescus can't get in there. Knocked away for a second, but picked up by Koenig. She gets it back and will pull it out and reset it here. Is that 2-3 zone you mentioned from Dike-New Hartford. The top player's coming over. Here's a free throw line jumper off, no good. Rebound by Ellery Knock. Dike-New Hartford over to Gonzalez for three, no good. Rebound, put back up, and a foul. Ellery Knock will go to the free throw line.
And that's where I said Coach Brewstall was telling me that they do have the potential for so many putbacks in there, not just from, Peyton Peterson. Ellery Knox is in there really well as well. And then Paula Gonzalez, obviously, when she's not the one shooting, has the potential to get in there for a lot of offensive rebounds as well.
Taya Young with the foul, the first of the game. Knock misses the first free throw. Second one is good. And Dike is on the board here, and they'll come into full court pressure here against West Branch. They dribble it through, Young does. Now a little higher pressure on that zone. As they slide back, lob inside. They tried to get it in there to Lunescus, but Peterson was right on her.
Yeah, definitely not going to be anything easy for West Branch there. A really great pass. Got her right in the hand, but just not able to secure it there because of the pressure, like you mentioned, from Peterson.
Down the lane, try to dish it inside, and then saves it, but back to the defense is Hoffman. She was looking to get it into Knock, but West Branch right there defending. A lot of congestion in the post area. And at the elbow, looking. Young gets it up and good by Drucker.
Really great dive right down the lane, and no one picking her up there. A good vision there by Drucker.
Up top with it, Gonzalez over to the Knock. Now Gonzalez back in the lane, pulls up, a little strong, knocked around, and a foul will be called, I believe, on Knock, coming out of the their first team foul.
Every possible opportunity, West Branch is looking to get out and push the tempo to avoid exactly the situation where they're having to go against the full court press.
Koenig now over to Drucker. Bounce pass in there. Now lob it down low. Double team. She'll try to dribble out of there. Lunescus, and now it's taken away by Peterson. Lunescus couldn't get it up there.
And no, she's going to have a lot of pressure down there looking for the outside feed.
Gonzalez puts up the three, in and out. Rebound on the far side by Drucker. On the drive, Koenig has it knocked away. Here comes Dike-New Hartford. Hoffman dribbles out of trouble, has underneath the basket, up and one for Knock.
It's a really great find.
Yep, Drucker with the foul. .73% free throw shooter. She misses that one. And it's a 3-2 lead to early going. That's how these first quarters often start out, especially in the semifinal. Even though both teams have played just a little bit, trying to figure out the defense of the other team.
Absolutely.
Pushed it inside. Now tried to hand it off, but picked off cleanly by Peyton Peterson right there.
And Rylan Drecker saw that same kind of opening there, but Taeyong just not able to complete the pass.
They lob it in. Peterson, and then foul on the floor before Knock can put it up. Taya Young's second personal. Third team foul there on West Branch. They lob it right into Knock. She puts it up, no good. Rebound slapped out of there, though, kept alive by Hoffman. Peterson tapped it, I believe. Hoffman drives and draws the foul. It may be against Koenig.
That's tough. That's 4 fouls there in the first 4 minutes of the game, and especially considering how much Dike-New Hartford is looking inside and looking to drive. If West Branch can't get those fouls under control, I mean, there's the potential just to get so many.
Hoffman misses the free throw, shooting 68% from the line. Second one is short. Rebound comes right off to Peak, and she gets fouled. Hoffman with the foul. Her first, the second on the team. So pressure again now by Dike-New Hartford. Koenig dribbles through. Now takes it into the middle, lobs it underneath, up and good. Found Drecker under there.
Drecker just has a really good eye for where the open spots are, and Sasha Koenig, of course, we know, an incredible passer.
Dike-New Hartford with it up top. Gonzalez gets it off to Landfair, who's in there. Lobs it underneath to Gonzalez, back out to Knock. She'll step back for three, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Drucker.
West Branch pushing the pace, not letting them set up the defense.
Lob it underneath, up and good.
And that's where West Branch is going to see so much success when they're able to push that tempo, get someone slipping behind the defense, not even let them set up that pressure.
West Branch takes a lead here, 3-point lead. Three is up, no good. Knock gets the rebound. Bounce passes into Lamphere, back out for three. Good! By Gonzalez, ties it up.
It's a good-looking shot. It was only a matter of time before she got one of those to fall.
Quickly the other way, and just a little hesitation. Looked at the defense, Drucker, and turned it over. Jaden Peterson into the lineup for Dike-New Hartford. Give Gonzalez a rest for IMT insurance substitution. You see the three there by Gonzalez. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Dike-New Hartford now. They get it inside, and they say she traveled. Peterson took a step. And Madison Hovansik comes in for West Branch. And here comes West Branch. The Bears trying to work up against this pressure. Behind the back against Lamphere. Now they lob it down low, knocked away, but it's going to stay with West Branch. Back in is Taylor Cavalli for Dike-New Hartford for an IMT insurance substitution.
Sasha Koenig's never seen a pass she didn't like. She's got no fear there.
They get it in, a long three by Peak on the inbound, and it goes off. And here comes Dike. Back the other way. Landfair dribbles over. Gets it to Knock. Almost got it behind Peterson there. She'll send it back out to Landfair. Down the drive, Cavalli dishes off. Slowly move that in, now up and good. The bucket by Knock. They just kept pushing closer and closer to the basket and got a shot they like.
Yeah, and a really great backup by Knock there. And then good help by Lenekis, but just couldn't quite contest.
Into the free throw line, back out. Koenig for three. Short rebound, pulled down by Cavalli. Dike up by 2, down the lane. Tried to kick it out, but it goes wide of the mark. Back in come Sophia Hoffman and Paula Gonzalez for the Wolverines for an IMT Insurance substitution.
And especially in a game with a pretty high pace such as this one, a lot of pressure by both teams. Having subs you can trust is huge.
Knocked away by Hoffman. She'll take it down, up and no good. Too hard off the glass. Battle for it, and that'll stay. Nope. She pointed Dike, then changed her mind, said no, it goes to West Branch. 1:06 to play.
Yeah, a little bit of a battle down there under the basket.
Here comes West Branch.
It's really the first trouble West Branch has had with the full court press. It slowed them down a little bit, but haven't really had any turnovers until there.
Drucker gets it in. Jumper up and off, no good by Leneskis. Here comes Dike-New Hartford. Hoffman, she'll dribble right down the lane. No question about whether they'd hold for one. No, they just drive it right in, put it up.
No, not when you've got as good of a lane to the hoop as you see there.
So West Branch up against that pressure again. There, pays off. Landfair goes in, up and good. The 2 straight buckets by Dike-New Hartford to go the lead up here to 6, the biggest lead of the ball game. Dribbling down, underneath, up and good.
And a great attack there to put an end to a 9-0 run by Dike-New Hartford. West Branch really wanted that shot there.
Leneskis gets the bucket and ends that 6-0 run. Shot up, no good, at the buzzer. So after one, it's Dike 12, West Branch 8. We'll be back with the second quarter after this at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
Hey fans, Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. Well, kind of call it a defensive matchup in that first quarter there, Jamie Steyer.
Yeah, I mean, just tough to get the looks that either team is wanting. They're really being able to dictate on defense.
Now Hartford starts with the ball in the second quarter, and it goes over the head of Knock and out of bounds.
And Knock is one player who was able to get some good shots to fall, able to get some good opportunities, but they just couldn't secure that pass. But you could definitely see they're looking to go to her.
Koenig brings it back up again against that pressure by Cavalli. Now goes in, and I think Cavalli fouled her that time. Should be her first and team's third.
Certainly feels like West Branch saw the potential for drawing some fouls by attacking the pressure there.
And trying to save it, but couldn't tightrope the line there was Cavalli. And West Branch will get it out of bounds. Coaches tell him, get it out high. And they don't. They keep it down low. It'll stay with West Branch, though. He's not happy with the execution on that. I think he wanted him to lob it up high.
Yeah, just really struggling to get the ball in here on their out-of-bounds plays.
There they go. They throw it deep to Lexi Peak. She gets it to Drucker. Tried to find Peak, but it was tipped. And now Koenig pulls it out. Over to Drucker. Peak. Trying to figure out that zone. Inside. Lunescas has it blocked from behind. I think that was Peterson, and then comes down with it, and a foul will be called. After the block.
Yep, there were two Wolverines down there and then turned into yet another one, and just have to allow the offensive player at least enough space to move.
I think Gonzalez got the foul there. For first team fourth, right down the lane, up and good is Drucker.
And Drucker just incredible cut after incredible cut. She just is finding every hole she can.
Down the lane, underneath, and the block is a quick swipe. And usually when you swipe like that, they're going to call that foul every time. Lunescas. 15 foul now on West Branch.
However, that is after 4 in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So definitely able to tone it down a little bit there.
And the free throw. Good by Peterson, Peyton Peterson. And leaves it short. Rebound saved by Hoffman. She'll get it back now.
Took the first step forward instead of back into the girl to box out.
And throws it high and out of bounds.
Really great defensive recovery there. Obviously always want to take advantage when a free throw's missed. And if you can't secure the rebound, at least get that stop.
So here comes West Branch as they'll move that pressure back a little bit. Over to Drucker. Now go down to the post to Lunescas. She can't get it out of there, and there's a three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Gonzalez. Up ahead to Sophia Hoffman. Back to Gonzalez. Crosses over, stops, steps through, and good.
Wow. I mean, that is an absolutely high-level move. You're stopping. There's no travel in there. You're allowed to take that step through.
I believe she's an exchange student. It's playing for them here.
Well, they definitely got a good one out of that then.
Yeah. Kicked, and it'll stay with West Branch. And here comes Taya Young back in the lineup for an IMT Insurance substitution. Or now you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. They go cross-court with it. Drucker gets it to Peak. Well, Drucker, elbow jumper, just in and out by Young. Dike-New Hartford to push it.
It's a hole in the zone. They're getting good looks there.
Three up, no good. Battle for it underneath, and West Branch comes away with it. Taya Young. Throw it out wide to Koenig, almost a step through steal. Now she drives the lane, little looper, goes off, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Peterson. Knock with it. Back up top. Pull up by Hoff for two. Hoffman for two. And the Dike lead up to 7, the biggest lead here of the first half for either team. Across the court to Peak. She drives in, has it poked away. Hoff picked her pocket there. Hoffman.
Dike-New Hartford dictating pretty much every aspect of this game here right now.
They're pushing the offensive tempo. There's Hoffman up in again. Rebound pulled down by Peak. And Koenig will bring it up. They moved that pressure back. Dike has. There's a three. Good by Drucker. She's got all 5 of their points here in the second quarter. They call timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer, and we're just talking about it. Dike-New Hartford's pushing the tempo a little bit here, but both teams really haven't gotten a consistent flow yet, it doesn't seem like, does it?
No, it's really hard to see what's going to happen from one play to another because they're just having to sneak little shots in wherever they can find one against both teams. Really great defense. And, I mean, so far, Dike-New Hartford has had more shots fall, but both of them have had really great defense.
They throw it up ahead to Camille Landfair. Now gets it to Hoffman, over to Landfair. Goes down on the post. Turn around, and 3 seconds called before Peterson could get the shot off.
And I love switching up the defense there by the Bears, going into a 2-3 zone, giving them a really different look and getting a turnover out of the deal.
Yeah, because offensively, then it takes you just a second to process that, it seems like.
Absolutely.
Here's a three, no good. Battle for it, pulled down by Gonzalez. Sophia Hoffman with it now. Over to Landfair. Back up. Now quick pass down, the baseline jumper up and good.
Just a bullet of a pass.
Right down to Gonzalez. Back to a 6-point lead, and there's a block. Sadie Smith got blocked there, and here comes Hoffman back the other way. Knock with it. Cross to Gonzalez. She'll penetrate, and runner is good. Gonzalez now with 6 here in the second quarter.
She has such finesse at the rim, going up there, finishing with the left hand.
Lead up to 8, the biggest lead so far. And West Branch. It's been a while since they got a bucket here. Koenig. Young back top to Peak. Over to Drucker. She'll penetrate. Down the lane. Just a nice look underneath. Got it up and under, but couldn't get it to go. And I think she surprised Sadie Smith with that pass.
Yeah, it's tough because giving Delaney Lenekis a little bit of a breather there, Smith just doesn't play nearly as many minutes.
Up and gets the bouncing in. That's Peyton Peterson. And now the lead is stretched out here to 10 for Dike-New Hartford. Up under the basket and blocked from behind. Sophie Hoffman brings it up. Dike just attacking on offense. Knock for 3. No good. Rebound, though, comes off to Landfair. Knock puts it back up and gets the 2. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Timeout call here by West Branch. They've had some good looks offensively. They just got to finish those off on the offensive end, don't they?
Yeah, and it looks like they're sending Delaney Lenekis back in there for Sadie Smith. And Smith, for her part, has really good hands. She was getting those good looks. She's just smaller. And so it's going to be a lot tougher for her to be able to shoot through the significantly taller defenders of Dike-New Hartford. So getting Delaney Lenekis in there, if she can get those same looks, she'll have a significantly better ability to shoot through some people. And then I wouldn't be surprised to see West Branch switch their defense again, maybe go back to man or maybe push the pressure out a little bit, because as much as it worked on that first possession out there, really been struggling since then to get a stop.
Dike-New Hartford has outscored them 13-5 here in the second quarter to build that 10-point lead with 2:01 to play here in the second. Winner advances to the title matchup tomorrow at 4 o'clock against Maquoketa Valley. There comes West Branch out of the timeout. Young over there. Now it's thrown long, down. Oh, and she couldn't quite reel it in. Cavalli.
And Drecker's been everywhere, all over the court. Sprinted back on defense there to put a little bit of pressure there. If she hadn't been there, obviously a lot easier to gather the ball and get that shot up. But with her breathing down your neck, it's a little bit scarier.
Yeah. Looked like she tried to bounce it up, and then it came up and hit her knee, and then it was out. Here's a three off, no good. Knock rebounds it on the other side for the Wolverines. Now they rotate it over the top. Drive the baseline, try to get it, did punch it through there. Back out for three. It's long. Rebound comes off to Drucker.
And extended the zone a little bit there, put more pressure on the defense, and got a really good possession out of it.
Coming up to get it to Koenig. She'll pull up for two. And they needed a bucket there. 25-15 back to a 10-point lead. Cross down underneath, up, and no good. Gets her own rebound and then draws the foul. Going to go against Delaney Luneskis, her second.
And that's tough. I tell you what, rebounding out of a zone, not something that I miss trying to accomplish, because you just get in kind of funky spots. You're not guarding a specific person, you're guarding an area. So to be able to match up and get that box out done, certainly more difficult than when you are in man-to-man.
Is that where you got the nickname Elbow Steyer, too, down there rebounding under the basket?
No comment.
Rebound by Dike-New Hartford. Put back up. Gonzalez, no good. Battle for it, and it'll go back to West Branch.
Chance for West Branch to potentially cut it to under double digits here before the end of the half, and considering the kind of tear Dike-New Hartford went on, that would certainly be a victory.
Yeah, outscoring them here in the second quarter. Peak looked at the long three, now dribbles in. Throws it outside to Koenig. She'll put up the three off, no good. Rebound, put back, and then a foul from behind. Luneskis, that's what they've been looking for under there.
And great positioning by her, being on the weak side, knowing that more often than not, that's where the rebound's coming down to, and able to keep the ball nice and high and with that put back.
Luneskis to the line for the first time today. She's got 2 points. Hits that free throw. She's shooting 76% from the line.
Good move on taking Taya Young out for these last 24 seconds, considering she does have a couple fouls there. Try to prevent any in those last few seconds. That would make the second half harder.
Luneskis cashes in both of them, and Smith will come in over another IMT insurance. They want to get Luneskis out, too. Don't want to get her another foul in these final minutes. And then they bring Knock back in to replace Camille Landfair, the sophomore. And Dike-New Hartford just going to slowly bring it up the floor. And look for the final shot here. Hoffman gets it back. Now try to go down low, but it's picked off. Back the other way. Koenig. She won't get it off. That's one of those where you don't know, do I pull up and fire it or take it to the hole? And she almost got it there, but at the half, it's Dike 26, West Branch 17. We'll take a break, come back with our halftime look at some things here. Coming up, you're at the girls watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family, like home.
SWIC is a place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Well, Dike-New Hartford outscores West Branch 14-9 in the second quarter to take a 26-17 halftime lead here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And speaking of the Iowa Farm Bureau, I want to thank them for their continued support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'll earlier this week, Tom Florian of the Girls Union had an opportunity to sit down with Farm Bureau President Craig Hill for an interview to learn more about their support of the Girls Union and student athletes across the state. Let's give a listen to that.
And we'd like to welcome you into the halftime show. I'm Tom Florian with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of action here at today's game. The Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament here now in its 102nd edition in Des Moines, a great event for the state of Iowa. And we here at the Girls Union are so thankful for those who support us in putting on this fantastic event, none of which are more important and great as Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Joining me now here at halftime is President of Iowa Farm Bureau, Craig Hill. Craig, good to see you.
Good to see you, Tom.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here. We want to tell the viewers about Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide to the Iowa Girls Union. My first question to you would be, why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest and support the Iowa Girls Athletic Union?
Oh, well, Tom, the Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union now for 16 years. And we're thrilled, once again, to be a part of what we consider to be the best girls' state tournament in the country. And it does showcase Iowa's elite teams, our elite players, and I would suggest our elite fans as well. But we recognize the pandemic. It has certainly made the trip to qualify for this tournament just a little bit more challenging. And, I would suggest that it's also a testament to the ability of our student athletes to adapt and to persist through these tough times. So we're just so proud of these student athletes.
And you mentioned the student athletes and how they've grown and persevered through this challenging year. Talk about why Iowa Farm Bureau is so invested in supporting Iowa's youth.
Oh, well, Tom, I'm a farmer, but I've always said that our kids here in Iowa are our most important crop. And that's why the Iowa Farm Bureau provides just over $250,000 in scholarships to students each and every year. more than $450,000 over the last 8 years for Iowa's teachers in terms of classroom supplies, as well as our sponsorship of 4-H and FFA and many other youth organizations, but of course, the Governor's Scholar Program. And we recognize academic students academics and students in Iowa through that program.
And you mentioned recognizing and providing recognition and scholarship opportunities for youth in Iowa. But these student athletes here on the court today, they're actually taking home some other types of souvenirs, if you will, from the state tournament. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, each player will receive a signature ball, a basketball that coaches and players can sign. Everyone can keep as a keepsake and kind of a reminder of what the journey has been to get them here to the state tournament. So it's an opportunity for us to provide some good memories and keep that keepsake in front of them as they go on as being leaders in Iowa in our communities.
A cool keepsake, most definitely. Well, Craig, we are out of time here at halftime, but I want to thank you again for your support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and everything that you do. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Tom.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, it's halftime. Presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dike-New Hartford over West Branch, 26-17. And let's take a look at the first half stats here, Jamie Steyer. And one of the things that kind of sticks out right away is the rebounding advantage and then the shooting percentage there for Dike-New Hartford.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've certainly got the advantage there on both of those aspects there. I mean, to be able to shoot 42% from the floor with the kind of defense that West Branch was playing, I mean, was able to kind of get them out of their routine there. But I think even more impressive than that, like you mentioned, is getting those 21 total rebounds, 8 of which coming off of offensive, on the offensive end. And so, I mean, to have those 7 second chance points definitely helps in a game such as this, fairly low scoring.
And you look at that second quarter, 50% from the floor for Dike-New Hartford, just 23%. And that's where Dike, of course, in that second quarter pulled out, outscoring them 14-9 there. So that was big. West Branch had some looks down low, but as you said, a couple of them blocked, and they weren't able to kind of cash those in.
Yeah, they got good looks, and I think that's probably something that they're going to be talking about here at halftime, is saying, well, look at those shots that we got. If we can just get a couple of those to fall, we're right there in this. So just saying, you're doing what you need to do. It's just taking that last step to get it from the shot to make it a make. And
credit Dike-New Hartford, they were penetrating and pushing it on offense. Every time they had a lane, they were driving in there or trying to lob it into the post.
Absolutely, and I mean, it's just what Coach Dalt said, is that they need to have that active offense. They've been moving, they've been making sure that they're not getting stagnant, getting those really good looks.
So we're at halftime here, and 26-17 Dike-New Hartford. We'll take another break, and we'll come back with more from the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Maybe that's why scientists are trying to recreate real meat. Trying to duplicate the taste and texture, often using more than 20 ingredients. But why tamper with what Mother Nature already perfected? A more complete, high-quality protein, Iowa Raised Meat is the original health food, with 9 essential amino acids necessary for the human diet, nutrients that are hard to get from plant-based proteins. Best of all, the real meat on your dinner table tonight was sustainably raised with love by Iowa farm families. As much as people may try, there's just no substitute for the taste, texture, and nutrition of nature's perfect protein. But hey, keep at it. It's flattering that so many products want to be us.
sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines, the S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
Welcome back to the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Fans, the official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Get your smartphones out and scan the code you see there on the screen, or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Again, merchandise now available online. And a lot of stuff online. We were talking, we'll be glad when we can go offline and go maskless, and hopefully, by next year's basketball tournament, Jamie Steyer will have that if things progress with the vaccine and all that. But got to really just credit the schools and the girls for powering through and getting the season done. And, nobody wants it more than they do to get down here. And even if you didn't get to the state tournament, those that played and got their season in, it's such a big part of high school and being there, and especially if you're a senior.
Well, Dar, I've been saying the same thing. It's really impressive what the girls' union has put together, what these schools have put together. I know that these girls have had to sacrifice a lot to keep themselves and their teams safe, and really impressive to do that, especially at a young age. It's got to be really tough. I substitute teach, so I've been in high schools, and I know that how much they've been giving up and how hard they've been working to get classes in person, to get games played, and so really incredible to see some distance fans in the stands cheering on their teams, able to make it to this part in the season, and just an incredible effort by everyone involved.
Well, there you see Holly Peak right there ahead of me. She's going to put the ball in to start the second half here for West Branch, as they got a little work to do, trailing here, 26-17. There's a 3, misses right away.
Gosh, Dar, you think that if they could just get 1 or 2 of those to fall, 1 for 8 now, West Branch from the 3, and Sasha Kading certainly able to knock those down, and if she could just get 1 to fall, certainly makes things feel a little bit better.
Oh, and there's a turnover. I think I said how it's Lexi Peak, but now we're right back here again. And Taya Young will throw it in to Sasha Koenig as West Branch gets another shot at it. We'll re-rack it, start it over. On the drive. Across the lane, now bounce pass inside. And those are really hard passes to make down in the lane like that. You're almost better to shoot it, aren't you?
Yeah, well, and I think that Rylan Dreck has been finding such good spots. Maybe could have thrown it up there, but I do like that they are trying to get Delaney Lenekis involved.
Hoffman brings it across now against pressure.
Great
and now taken away. Here comes Young. Up and good.
She is just so hard-nosed. She is tough on defense, and that is an elite finish at the rim.
So the pressure and the steal there. Gonzalez with it. Across the floor for 3. No good. Battle for the rebound. Pulled down by Knock. Up and good. Fans thought that was a foul, but no, she just had the height and out-jumped her for that.
Yeah, poor angle on my part. I couldn't contribute to that conversation, but I like whatever effort was out there.
Oh, you're the down there. You always want the foul call, don't you? Turn back now. Okay, I'll shoot it. Just a little short, and the rebound pulled down by Dike-New Hartford.
I like the patience for a good shot. And again, Delaney Linek has not gotten a lot of looks yet. I think she'll be able to knock those down here.
Over to Hoffman. She looks down on the block there to Peterson. Now Peterson comes into lane. Turnaround. Has it knocked away emphatically by Lineskis. But Dike-New Hartford retains possession. Gonzalez thought about driving. Now she'll kick it outside to Hoffman again.
Wolverines certainly in no rush here.
There's a lob down on the block. Now back out. Tried to go up top, but that was stolen by Young. Young has it knocked away, and it'll stay with West Branch. Well, you can't give up for a second either of these two defenses because they're going to poke the ball away or force a turnover on you.
No lazy passes, no lazy dribbles.
Down the lane, up, and the foul as Young came in on the inbound play.
And Taya Young bringing a little bit of a spark here in the beginning of the second half. Just getting to the hoop.
Peyton Peterson's first personal, team's first. Young pops it right through. She's got 5 points now, 3 coming right here to start the second half. Second free throw, gets the kiss off the glass and goes. And lead now down to 7. Knock. Gets it up ahead. Hoffman dishes off underneath, and then the block out of bounds.
And I like where Linekis there was able to stay straight up. A little bit of body contact, but nothing that's too egregious, and able to just keep her arms nice and high, realizing, hey, I'm pretty tall. They probably won't be able to shoot over me.
Yeah, she got the hand in, but it wasn't the tomahawk chop. So
exactly.
When you do that, you're usually going to get called. And there she picks up the loose ball. And back the other way. West Branch. Oh, just off. That would have been a big 3 for them.
Oh, just an inch short. And again, Sasha Caney taking these great looks. Really needs one to fall.
Hoffman drives in, has it stripped, and there's a pile up, and that'll stay with Dike-New Hartford on the altered possession. You see here, coming down the lane, is it stripped from behind there. And Dike-New Hartford, they want to talk this over here. They take a full timeout. We'll take a break at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
See the fans here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the digital network powered by Mid-American Energy. Here's fans waving to the music. Dar Danielson here with Jamie Steyer. We're on press row, so we don't cheer or wave, but we try to bring you the good basketball action. And timeout there by Dike-New Hartford. Things look a little rough offensively to start here the second half, and I think Coach Dahl just want to kind of settle them down a little bit and give them some new direction.
Absolutely. You get timeouts for a reason. You might as well use them here, especially getting to the second half, not having taken one yet. So I think a good opportunity to set up a good out-of-bounds play, get people calmed down, maybe switch things up a little bit.
They lob it out deep to Taylor Cavalli. And she'll get it off to Hoffman. Now on the drive and goes to the left hand. That was pretty by Gonzalez.
She sure does score well at the rim. When she's getting in there, there's a good shot that's going down.
And she can do it with either hand. Very adept at that. Switch it to the left hand that time. Over to Peak. Gets it outside to Drucker. She's double teamed there. Now bounces it off of Gonzalez.
When you're going against an aggressive defense like Dike-New Hartford, it's probably not the best spot to pick up your dribble.
No, because you get that sideline as a third defender.
Exactly.
There, yeah. but she wisely bounced it off the defender and kept it alive. Now lob inside, but pulled away, looking for Lunescus. But stepping in was Peyton Peterson. Gonzalez quickly on the drive, crossover in the lane, no good. Rebound, and she traveled with it. Peterson just had to try to gather it again and took a little step. And back in is Camille Landfair for Dike-New Hartford for an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTINS.com. West Branch, and a bit of an unforced error there. And
not exactly seeing the same kind of crisp offense that we're used to seeing from these two teams here. And, of course, part of it coming from the tough defense and part of it coming from maybe a little bit of fatigue heading in here to the second half.
Yeah, both trying to go against this defense. And then there's Gonzalez. Now knocked down baseline. Runner is a little long. Peak takes it up on the other side, and here comes Koenig with it. Behind the back, nice move there. Down the lane, lobs it under. Up and good by Young.
Great find by Sasha Koenig there, and really great patience on Young, letting that defender fly by.
Chip that lead back down to 7. A little pressure up high. They rotate it. Now try to throw it across, and Peak steps in and picks it off.
We keep saying you can't have any of those passes if they're not crisp, if they're not direct.
Peak for 3, good!
Been waiting for one of those threes to drop all game, and finally getting one there. Peak, a great look, real confident.
Lexi Peak cuts it down to 4, a 30-second timeout here. 4, as you see, here she is. Squares up, fires it, and boom, right through the bottom of the net there. And that's a big momentum boost here as they've got it now down to 4 with 3:14 to play in the third.
Absolutely. Just hadn't quite been able to get over that hump ever since getting down 12 there in the first half. Push back, but couldn't quite get it closer there. But really big shot there. And, of course, coming off of really great defense by West Branch, putting that pressure on Dike-New Hartford, having to kind of adjust there, try and get to the hoop, and to be able to get those stops there and convert on the other end. You can turn a game around pretty quick, just like we've seen.
Peak, their best three-point shooter out there, 41% from beyond the arc. Now here's Dike-New Hartford trying to build that lead back up here. Hoffman down, kicks it out, and almost caught knocked there.
Yeah.
Landfair over to Gonzalez. And really have extended that defense, West Branch is. Now Landfair finds herself wide open. Up, no good. Hoffman gets the rebound. She'll take it into the lane and be fouled by Koenig.
Just a terrible angle on the rebound for West Branch there. They had good defensive position, but slipped right through two boxing out defenders. Went long there because of the long shot, and then ended up committing the foul. But, man, up until that point, a really great defensive possession again.
Hoffman gets the free throw. She's got 4 points on the day. Missed her first 2 free throws. Comes back. Good. Goes back with that one.
For Dike-New Hartford, a really good second chance possession there, and being able to convert both of those free throws, put a little bit more separation there.
Builds the lead back up to 6. Over to Young. She looks. Taps to Drucker. Now knocked away. Scramble for it. They get it out to Hoffman. Bounce pass up ahead, but Peak is spent all over the place. She's like a football defensive back. Those passes, she's right back there to pounce on them.
You don't even realize she's there, and then all of a sudden she's got the ball.
Lunescus with it, gets it outside. Now back to her at the elbow. She'll turn and fire. Off, no good. I think she was so surprised at how open she was.
Well, and that's been the case all game. That free throw line has been open and just haven't been able to hit those shots.
2 minutes to play, third quarter. Hoffman kicks it out for 3. Landfair, no good. Rebound, other side, put back, no good. Peterson gets her own rebound, no good. And then finally a foul as Peyton Peterson draws the foul. Lunescus picks up her third personal.
Gosh, just a frustrating situation down low. Like I've said all tournament, it gets really tough when there's missed putback. There's really not enough time to turn around and box out and get that defensive positioning. So your only hope is to either have it go to the other side of the rim, or have it go in. Otherwise, you're
because the shooter's right there. Yeah,
exactly.
Gets that best angle on it.
Exactly.
There's 2 free throws by Peyton Peterson, gives her 6 on the game. And the lead back up to 8. They had it cut half of that. Now a little 4-point run by Dike-New Hartford. And there's a little runner.
And Sasha Koenig not scoring a ton tonight, creating so much for her teammates. But you know, when you really need a shot, that's your go-to.
All the way down, up, and it's blocked. And they're going to call offensive foul.
Yeah, because Delaney Lennox there was able to secure the ball and would have been able to just kind of leave the play at that, but the offensive player continued with the momentum, ended up knocking her over at that point, really forcing the issue and having to call it. And there we see Sasha Koenig's little pull-up there. So quick.
Jaden Peterson. Now Hoffman comes back in for an IMT Insurance substitution. Dyke going to go a little full-court pressure here on the inbound, but they'll drop it back. Just a token deal there. They pressured up early. Now quick look underneath. Up and good.
I don't think anyone in Wells Fargo was expecting that quick of a pass, that daring of a pass through so many defenders.
No, I looked up and all of a sudden, wow, where's that ball going? And now back down the other way, put back up and good by Peterson.
Just punch for punch, back and forth, West Branch and Dike-New Hartford.
6-point lead for Dike-New Hartford here with a minute to play. Get to Lunescus. She kicks it outside for 3. Good! By Drucker.
And I mean, Drucker's taken advantage of every single opportunity granted to her. She has been on fire tonight.
Lead down to 3, as close as West Branch has been. Stripped away, but it'll stay with Dike-New Hartford here. Keeping it tight. Wolverines inbounding their own basket. Oh, right underneath. Turn around. And they're going to call Lunescus for number 4. On the block.
And that's, gosh, it's such a fine line there. And she's standing straight up, probably has a chance at blocking it. But the second that you're moving your arm and she follows through and connects with the offensive player's arm, you really have no choice but to call it. But so close to having those great defensive stops.
Peterson gets the free throw. Puts the lead back up to 4. Now try to make it 5. Here. And it's good. To West Branch. Will bring it up trailing by 5 here at the end of the third. Let's see if they play for one or drive in. Oh, they're going to drive in. Koenig just said, no, I'm not going to wait.
Yeah, good look's a good look,
yeah, Star. It's open in the middle of the lane. I'm just going to little teardrop up into the basket. Knock brings it up. Gets it over to Gonzalez. Cross quarter. Over to Cavalli. Now back out to Hoffman. She drives underneath, dishes it off. Up, no good. Rebound. Nope, they're going to say before the basket a push. With 7 seconds to play.
Great defensive movement in a scramble by West Branch there after trapping, kind of sets things in motion around the rest of the court, but they're just another incredible offensive rebound there for Peyton Peterson.
Third on Koenig. They get it into Hoffman. She's looking to the post. Now they go across the lane, and the foul on the shot there is might be against
Peak.
No, it's against Peak. I thought they might call Sadie Smith, but it's first on Peak.
Yep, dug in on the backside, and then of course when you're turning and making a shot with an opponent's arms over you, you're gonna create some significant contact there.
Free throw, high archer right through the bottom of the net. 4 knock. That gives her 10 points here in the game. Chance to extend the lead to 5 again. Off, no good. Rebound comes down. They got to get it out quickly. A heave is wide right. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. Dike-New Hartford with a 1-point lead here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
You shed a light that guides me home. I got it. You're my favorite.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Hey fans, a reminder, Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply at central.edu. We're in the fourth quarter here, Class 2A semi. Winner meets with Coconut Valley, and Jamie Steyer, it was an 18-13 quarter for West Branch, so they outscored Dike-New Hartford there and have got it within striking distance here as we head to the fourth. Into the elbow, down the lane, runner, no good. Battle for it, Gonzalez. Couldn't quite pull it down as it hits the end line there.
But getting it tipped out on Dike-New Hartford, getting another offensive possession, and especially without Delaney Lunekis in there, to be able to continue to contest for those offensive rebounds is great.
Yeah, Delaney Lunekis,
oh
there's a three!
And Drecker has yet to miss, including 3 threes on the day.
She's got 17. Jump ball will go to Dike-New Hartford as West Branch started the quarter with it, but momentum switching a little bit seems like right now as we start the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. When you get within striking distance, like you said, when you get to that 1 point difference, gosh, it's a new level of intensity.
Sophia Hoffman, the junior, brings it up, now gets it back. She'll pull up. And rattles in and out, rebound underneath, and almost got the and one for Peyton Peterson, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Sadie Smith.
And once again, we're seeing that these interior players, especially Peyton Peterson for Dike-New Hartford, just have such a great ability to grab that ball. Sadie Smith had good position, but just wasn't able to push Peterson enough out of the way.
So Peterson back to the line again. And misses. 7 out of 10 free throws. Down Hoffman up and no good. Rebound Peterson. Back up and good. So a 3-point trip there for Dike-New Hartford to build the lead back up to 4.
And we're seeing Delaney Lunekis being sent back in there. Fouls or not, they're going to need her presence in there.
There's a 3. It hits the side of the backboard there. That can happen sometimes.
About as deep in the corner as you can shoot it, yeah.
Yep. Sometimes that angle is a tough one. Up to Hoffman. Guarded by Koenig. Gets it off to Cavalli. Back to Hoffman. She drives in, loses a handle, poked away from behind. Here comes Taya Young with it. 3-on-2. Young will take it to the hoop and draws the foul from Gonzalez.
And again, we've seen this all game, but especially in the second half. Taya Young, just such a strong player, especially as a senior, knowing what you have to do to win a game, getting that ball and seeing just the tiniest sliver of light to the hoop.
That's her first free throw miss. She's got 8 points of the day. And Luneskis comes back in for an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Here's Young with the second free throw. Goes out. Rebound comes off to Gonzalez. Now over to Gonzalez in the corner, but she gets through the trap, and she'll take it right to the hoop and up and good. Nobody stopped her.
It's tough there. You got that pressure, and then as soon as she slips by, you don't have as much help there. But, boy, definitely getting to the point where you got to score.
There's a three off, no good. And it'll go out to Dike-New Hartford. So Wolverines answered here. It was down to 1. There you see the scramble for the ball. Leneska's trying to throw it off of Hoffman, but she was already out of bounds. Gonzalez puts it up on the runner.
I mean, so crafty with the ball.
She is smooth, isn't she? Yeah.
Slices, dices through defenders, through contact, through, attempted steals.
And there's a foul up top. I think that will go against Cavalli. Just her second. Team's fourth. So Dike-New Hartford has 3 fouls to give for there on the bonus, and the West Branch up to 6 fouls. And they got Delaney Leneskas playing with 4 in there. That's her in the pivot, gets it back out. 3 short, and Leneskas with the rebound puts it up and draws the foul. That's a good strong post move.
Absolutely, and trying to get there to the hoop, trying to get a little bit closer, drawing the foul in the process, but again, right place, right time. When you've got her in there, able to make those offensive rebounds, kind of changes the face of your offense.
She has 4 points on the day. And hits the free throw. You see the shot there and her powering up with the rebound, drawing the foul. And we go back live. We'll see the second free throw, and it's good. She's 4 of 4 from the line. And lead down to 6. Bounce pass underneath, up and good for Peyton Peterson.
And all 4 West Branch guards up pressuring in the backcourt, and left Lenekas all alone there in the back to try and guard 2.
Timeout call by West Branch. He signaled he wants a full timeout as we want to talk it over here down the stretch. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the digital network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Darn Danielson, Jamie Steyer. West Branch, they got it down 1 run here, Jamie, in the fourth, start of the fourth. Now they got to make another run here, and Coach took the timeout to just talk it over what he wants them to do.
Yeah, because it's really tough when you get that. You get right there. You're right there. You're down 1, and just aren't able to get over that to regain a lead. West Branch's defense definitely been creating good opportunities for them here. Going to have to continue that, but if you can get a shot here, you're still feeling okay. You've got 5 minutes left in the game.
Time, but
just can't come up empty very often.
Dike-New Hartford has responded too with 3 quick baskets on the other end. That's the thing about them. They've been able to punch it right back.
Yeah, anytime they need it, they've gotten that shot.
Drucker gets it up to Peak. Into Leneskas at the free throw line. She's playing with 4 personals. Out for 3, long. And the threes just have not been zeroed in too much here for West Branch.
And Taya Young, not someone who loves to shoot the 3, but has to take what she can get.
Gonzalez on the drive, draws the foul. Peak with her second personal. That's 17 fouls. She'll be shooting 2 anyway. Is Gonzalez. She's got 15. And gets that one to drop her first free throw of the day. And she'll get one more here. You see down the lane. And that one's short, but it ricochets right off of West Branch. But they're going to give it to, let's set a Dike-New Hartford player in there, too.
Yeah, looks like ended up off of Landfair, kind of the two people touching it in the contact.
It came off that rim so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody had a chance to react to it.
Glad I didn't smack her in the face, frankly.
Yeah. Here's West Branch.
Getting the 3-out, 2-in look there.
Comes up top to Koenig. She'll drive. Gets a block by Knock. And picked up by Peterson. Peyton Peterson. Up ahead to Knock. She'll drive right in. Offensive foul on Ellery Knock. Her second. Team 6.
And Taya Young, not one to shy away from contact in any situation there, but really good awareness sliding over there and being in a really good position to take that charge.
So now for West Branch, and there I was just going to say the next foul is a 1-and-1 here, and that's key there because they rolled it in to save time. 1 second went off, and they get to come down and shoot with no time.
Yeah, that's
going off the clock.
Pretty ideal there, and of course Sasha Koenig always very aware, seeing that Camille Landfair was running off and grabbing the ball and not letting her get that steal, and ended up drawing a foul.
Here's the first free throw by Koenig. She's got 7 points now.
If I'm West Branch, I'm thrilled about scoring without the clock running.
Second free throw is away and good by Koenig. A little pressure, not the full court yet. They still have time. Knock brings it down. Gets it to Hoffman. Back over to Knock. Now inside. Peterson gets a block.
Great defense.
How about Leneskis with 4 fouls going up and making a nice play there?
Straight up. No coming down, no coming across, no contact.
Now to Leneskis on the block. Kicks it back out for 3. Good! By Koenig.
I've been saying it all game, only a matter of time before she sunk one a little bit later than she would like, but just in time.
4-point lead, now timeout. Dike-New Hartford, they want to talk it over here. Lead down to 4, 3:20 to play. Hang with us. The winner advances to the championship game. The Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, you see that 3 on the replay hit by Sasha Koenig for West Branch as they get it down to 4, and Dike-New Hartford calls a timeout here. The winner advances to play Maquoketa Valley tomorrow, 4 o'clock for the Class 2A title. And for Dike-New Hartford, long been a power in volleyball, but they've, over the last 4 or 5 years or more, they've built up the basketball team and been down here at State and really starting to build a tradition there.
Absolutely, and you can see why they're a well-coached, disciplined team, and we're treated to a couple of really impressive 2A semifinal games here.
Gonzalez inside to Peterson, now back out to Cavalli. Gets it to Gonzalez. She'll cross over, now lobs it underneath to Knock, up and no good. Peterson with the rebound, putback is good. Peyton Peterson now with 17. And a key bucket there, moves it back up to 6. Drive, kick, try to pass it out, but it's knocked away. Quick hands by Gonzalez. She started to push the tempo, now pulls it up, gets it to Cavalli. And they can afford to milk a little of the clock off here. And Called her for the carry there. Almost looked like she was going to go behind the back, but kept it and
thought better of it.
Yeah, thought better of it.
That's something we've commended her for how well she can slice and dice and get to the hoop, but there is that little bit of a danger that you can get a little bit loose with the ball.
Peek with it, Lexi Peek. Now underneath,
pass.
Linescus up and good.
They've been looking for that all game, haven't quite been able to execute it, and they're being able to cut across the hoop and just a terrific completion.
Back the other way, knock, almost drug her foot. West Branch fans thought she did. Cavalli.
Certainly.
A lot of officials behind us, but been good crowds here. With the restrictions. Peterson up and good. Go to your money player, Peyton Peterson.
Well, especially down low, knowing that any foul there would be knocking her out of the game.
9 of her 19 here in the second half. I should say the fourth quarter, too. As lead at 6. West Branch will see if they look for a three or just look for a good shot right at this point. They have 2 timeouts left. Both teams in the bonus, the 1-on-1. Here's a three, short, rebound to knock. She throws it on the run out to Cavalli. Peterson comes down. She stops, decides, let's just milk a little time off the clock here. Back out to Cavalli.
Thinking eventually they're probably going to have to foul here.
Hoffman dribbles in. Peek tried to foul her and said, hey, I wanted to foul.
Oh,
and
worked out better.
That did work out okay. You lose a little time there, but you get the ball back without letting them shoot free throws.
You get to just this funky spot at the end of the game where everyone's a little bit off kilter.
Yeah. Linesca's out deep. Now drives in, pulls up, and that's going to be short. And it'll go to Dike-New Hartford.
Quite a bit of contact on that shot as well. Going to have to ratchet up the pressure here if you're West Branch.
And she didn't look real comfortable out deep, but she did what she, now they're talking it over here as to who the ball was off of. Official first pointed toward West Branch, then changed it to Dike-New Hartford. I think she got help from the out official, which is what you want to do. Hoffman brings it up against Koenig. Over to Gonzalez. She sees a wide open lane to the bucket, but Linesca's coming over.
Caught her a little bit off guard and wasn't able to make a strong jump stop. Shuffled her feet there, so then switched pivot feet when she was doing the step through.
Because I think they were going to wait on the shots, but then it was so wide open at first.
Yep.
There's a drive and blocked by Knock, and then a foul called on Drucker. Yes. 6-point lead here. Well, the Wolverines have weathered the second half storm so far and trying to close it out here. Lead had gotten down to 1. Hoffman for the 1 in the bonus. Misses it. Rebound comes off to Drucker. And timeout called. A 30 by West Branch.
Yeah, just trying to drop a quick play, not letting Dike-New Hartford get too much of a break, drop anything too intense there.
And here's where you got to hurry up but take a good shot. It's so hard to do because you want to hurry down and score, but you don't want to come down and just fire one up and blow your chance there because there's 46 seconds. They got 1 timeout left, West Branch does. Both teams still in the 1-and-1 here. So if you got a good play you can work here, you get a bucket, then you can go in the full court press too.
Yeah, you put the full court press on, and then I'm sure also identifying who they want to be fouling, assuming there's not a quick steal, because they're not in a position where they can play out the defense. Definitely going to have to foul barring a steal, and you're going to want to select one of the lower percentage.
Gonzalez and Peterson really the lowest of the starters out there at both around 50%. So if you look at that, here comes West Branch with it. Koenig looking for a high screen, gets it now, throws it back over. Looking for that three, I think. Now Koenig will put it up, got a piece of that, got partially blocked by Knock there, so it falls short. So then they foul again. Drucker does.
And you could just see that they were aware of those precious seconds ticking away on the clock. And Koenig generally takes extremely good shots, but didn't really have much else of a choice there.
Hoffman missed the front end of the one-on-one last time down, but hits this one. That gives her 7 points on the day and 3 of 4 free throws. And this would put the lead up to 8 if she can convert this one. And does. Here comes West Branch. Clock is their enemy right now. 3 rattles out, no good. The miss by Young, and then the foul on the rebound.
And barring some extreme heroics here to end the game, looking like Dike-New Hartford's going to weather that storm. But, gosh, West Branch really giving them all they could handle there, being able to come back from that 12-point first-half deficit, cutting it to only 1, but just never could get over that hump. The Wolverines saying, you know, we're gonna finish this game out.
Yeah, it was that second quarter they got outscored 14-9 there, and that kind of gave the advantage that Dike-New Hartford then didn't give back. West Branch got it down close, but there's the miss on the second one. And they come down. And quick 3 is up, no good. Gonzalez with the rebound. And a foul, and we'll tell you, I think right now our player of the game will be Peyton Peterson with 19 points and let's see.
A whole bunch of rebounds.
She had a bunch of rebounds. Yeah, she's got a double-double, I believe.
I believe she's over 15 now, if I could get my stats to look. But I know last I looked it was at 15.
Yeah. And so now West Branch bringing in some other players as they're conceding here with 9.5. It's going to be hard to pull this out, but a 21-2 season, semifinal appearance, nothing to be sad about.
Yeah.
You'd like to go to the championship game, but you faced a pretty good opponent here today.
Oh, certainly an extremely talented opponent. There's a reason why Dike-New Hartford hasn't lost a game. Gosh, you just absolutely have to commend the effort. Like you were saying, Dar, to be able to put in this kind of season, the work that it took, and the discipline, the sacrifice. It's hard to end this way, but to be able to make it to this stage, to be one of the last 4 teams playing, just an incredible effort there.
And you came down, and it was not a blowout or anything like that.
No.
You came down and tightened. As we see a lot of IMT insurance substitutions here. Knock will go out. And Addie Sohn, one of them in there. Also Marin Bixby in there. And Abby Sohn in there.
Giving each player kind of their own little ovation there as they individually sub out.
Taya Curtis on the floor for Dike-New Hartford. We got some substitutions in also for West Branch. There's a 3 at the buzzer. And that'll do it. 57-47. The final here. Dike-New Hartford advances to play Maquoketa Valley. We'll have the trophy presentations and then tell you about our Casey's Player of the Game. Casey's is proud to sponsor Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, today's Player of the Game. We'll continue that as we finish up with the festivities here.
Receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gene Berger and Gary Ross. Now, congratulations to head coach Jared Tiley and the Bears from West Branch on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Addie Sohn will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court.
Got to stick that on there.
Wolverines fans, your team advances to the finals and will play Maquoketa Valley on Saturday, March 6th at 4 p.m.
So again, our Casey's player of the game is Peyton Peterson with 19 points. Casey's is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans, and they make sure there's fresh pizza ready to go, win or lose. Sign up for the new Casey's Rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel discounts, and donations to local schools. So there you have it, 19 points, 16 rebounds. Jamie, not a bad line there.
No, 9 of those 16 rebounds coming on the offensive end, finishing those putbacks, drawing the fouls, ended up going 7 of 10 from the free throw line.
That's always key, yep.
Especially significantly over your season average. Good players step up on a big stage, so really big of Peterson there.
So Dike-New Hartford advances. We have 3 of the title games set here, and they'll play 4 o'clock tomorrow against Maquoketa Valley. So we'll have a break. We'll get going with 1A here coming up. Thanks to Randy and Jamie here. That's going to wrap it up in this 2A semifinal for the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.